In here, you're more than welcome to. And you've got some seats here as well, guys, if you're getting a little bit weak in the knees. A very, very good morning to you all, team. I sincerely hope that today finds you well. On behalf of our amazing vendor, Bobby, Sonny, and the team at Hardcourts First, my name is Andy. I'd like to formally welcome you all to today's affairs. It is fabulous to see you here. Thank you so much for giving us your time and attention in advance. But for one of you, for one of you, this is a fabulous opportunity to get yourselves ahead of the game at the G5 of 151 to 153 Huntingdale Road in amazing Ashwood. Let us firstly draw your attention to the contract. You'll be pleased to hear it is crystal clear in its nature, as such is unconditional, has no calling off period. Path to ownership, rather straightforward, in that providing you are our most successful bidder over our vendor's reserve price, will ask you to do two simple things. Put pen to paper, acknowledging the terms as laid out, and of course pay that slender 10% of the final purchase price. Ownership officially yours in a very flexible 30, 60 or 90 days. Land is described as Lot 5 on plan of subdivision 706-596C, volume 11930, folio 164, which thank goodness is known a lot more simply to you and I as 5 of 151 to 153 Huntingdale Road. Responsible authority, our great friends at the City of Monash. The zoning is general residential. Now, the auction will be done in accordance with Schedule 1 of the Sale of Land Regulations 2014 and any other special conditions that are made available for inspection before the start of the call. Auction rules permit the making of vendor bids on behalf of the vendor and prohibits the making of vendor bids by anybody other than myself, at which point I will simply say vendor bid. Not that I will be needing to do that all that often today, I don't think. Now then, team, last 2 points, really, really crucial. Please pay attention. Firstly, I cannot accept any bidder offer for the property after it has been knocked down unless, of course, vendor or successful bidder refuses to sign that contract following the auction. And finally, we're at Hardcourts. We're not in giving property away. So, of course, we've got ourselves a reserve, but I can let you know it is a rather reasonable one and shouldn't pose you any threat whatsoever. My friends, any final questions burning deep inside before we get underway?
If you win the auction,
Yes.
can you get out of it? Can you get out of it?
No, once the hammer is dropped, my friend, that will be that. So if you do try and then renege from that position being the highest bidder, you could be liable for penalties moving forward. Okay, so well, look, as long as you're committed, you should be fine.
So what about if you buy it, but you're not sure about finance?
Look,
so you then have to go to your bank and say, look, I bought this unit for X.
Yep.
Can you finance it? And they say no.
Oh, look, the bank can absolutely give you a crack at financing for sure. It's just that if the valuation happens to be lower than what the sale price of the property is, you will be required to make up for the shortfall. But it is an unconditional contract, okay? So you'll be buying it on that basis, okay? So just be confident and happy that, you know, the level that you go to is a level that you would be able to fund, okay? Any more questions, team?
Is this property rented or owned?
This is an owned property. Yeah, this is an owned property, staged, ready to go.
What was it last sold for and when?
What was it last sold for? Those questions I'll leave you with Tony, okay? I'll leave you with that man there. There's been plenty of time to get homework like that sorted, but Tony and the team will be able to help you if you have any further questions about that sort of stuff, okay? All right then, team, let us rock and indeed roll. Now, we all have grown to appreciate the need to relax and have the room to do so after last year's fun and games. And look, it was far from being fun. It was a real difficult situation we all found ourselves in. So apartments became a little bit more of a contentious issue for a lot of people and for a lot of the apartments that we tried to sell. But for this one, it kind of lends itself even better if the worst were to happen and we were to then find ourselves be at the mercy of Captain Dan. Gang, this is not just any old apartment. Having the security of being at the rear of this one is just the tip of a very, very nice iceberg for you guys. Let's think about it. You've got that ground floor apartment, which gives you that genuine ability of accessibility. You've also got this fabulous courtyard that we find ourselves in, and that is the thing that a lot of apartments simply do not have. You are all but a drive and a 5-iron away from one of the better golf courses that you are likely to find. But the real win of this one is its postcode. Ashwood is one of those suburbs that flies under the radar. It really, really is. Despite being so damn close to everything, no one really talks about Ashwood. They always talk about the big brother and the big sister that seems to be surrounding it. Ashwood just flies under the radar, whilst at the same time just accumulating in value quite happily for anybody that lives within. It's a really interesting pocket, and every time I come to this suburb, I have fun because of the fact that you guys have managed to get the homework done and be in the right place at the right time, because this ain't going to last forever. Ashwood will be found out. And when it does, you want to make sure you're on the gravy train. Don't get left at the station. All right, then, gang. All the very best of luck for this amazing ground floor apartment. Who wants to get me started with it? It's 550. 450. I thought we were coming out the gate rather strong there. Bottle of Dutch Courage at $450,000. Well done.
If you want to beat you're just eating out
$450,000. Let's say 470. I think that'd be a sensible move from here. $450,000. Welcome in there, my friend. Sensible start, but it's not going to be where we stay. At $450,000 in the corner there. First chance to dance at 450. Let us not stand on procession, team. Hesitation costs you opportunity. Second call, $450,000. Looking to move it on a little bit quicker than this because there's plenty of value left in this one. Third chance to dance, $450,000. We've got ourselves such a well-appointed apartment. You've got that gorgeous kitchen there. Gordon Ramsay wouldn't be too unimpressed with it, it has to be said. Those beautiful stainless steel appliances. You have got a position that is without question one of the more accessible spots. 475. Telephone bidder there at $475,000. Welcome in there, my friend from over the South High at 475. What about 5, sir? Go blow for blow. 475. Telephone bidder, by the way, team, fully registered, ready to go, and happy to transfer deposit should he be successful. At $475,000 for, let's say, 5 for me there, sir. 475. What's team?
Yeah, 500.
Thank you very much. Welcome back in at the half.
Joe, now it's 500.
There at half the mil. At $500,000 there, team. 525 there, my friend over the phone. That'd be a next smart move if you ask me. $500,000. He's got a bottle of Dutch Courage and he's got the box seat to go with it. Once at 500, even half mil, we sit. I don't want to stay there. It's still worth plenty more than this. Second call, and you can calculate it any which way you want. And it makes sense at this money. That there is no doubt you've got all of the educational facilities you could possibly wish
So how about
for.
525?
Not very far from here. So if you are looking at it from an investment point of view, tenants will be lining down
Yeah, don't show the weakness,
streets
Joe.
wanting to get into this one. Absolutely no question. Particularly when you think about this outdoor aspect, which 510 I'll take. 510 is short to stride, my friend. Makes it way easier for it to come over the top, though. That's the good thing for you. At $510,000 in my telephone bidder over here now at 510. Say 520 for me, sir. Or even stick to your 25s and really test them out at 535. But at 510, it's where we sit right now. What's the chance to dance at 510? Twice the go-go at 510. We've got a number of interested parties here. I would hate for you guys to be left out in the cold. Winter is coming, my friends, but I'm telling you now, you want to make sure you get in this market nice and cozy before it really starts to bite on you. At $510,000 once, twice, thrice the bid at 520. 520. Here he comes. Back
So
in.
now it's 520
now. $520,000. Bobby, home bidder now needs to take it to 530.
Not yet.
Sitting with you, sir, clutching that bottle of Dutch Courage nicely. At 520, say 530.
So the next will be 530.
Once at 520, in the room here, against the telephone bidder and anybody else that has any remote interest. If you're trying to do that textbook you know, the textbook bidder thing, you know, where you wait until it's about to kick off.
What's your
And then
say,
you
Joe?
get involved. Problem is in this market, my friends, you can't get left.
530.
You can't get left. See what I mean? 530, 530, 540, sir. A quick rebuttal will be a good psychological move. At 530. How about you go 540 for me there, my friend? Anybody else wants to jump in, feel free. Don't let these guys have all the fun. Way more interesting when you're getting involved in the game. 530, 540, sir. Next maneuver. What's 530? Gorgeous ground floor apartment here in a pocket that is going to go bang as soon as everybody realizes where the heck it is. Second call at 530. 40 he says. Very short.
So now the
bidding
bidding 540.
I like it. Very James Bond. $540,000 against you now. Telephone bidder at 540. 540 with my smooth operator over here to my right flank, your left. At $540,000 wants the chance to go gun at 540. To me, there is still plenty of value left in this when you consider the pace of the marketplace. Twice at $540,000.
What's your say, Joe?
Their intentions to
540.
buy from a man over here with Sonny, who
Nothing
generally
said.
tends to back with $540,000. That's a good omen for you, sir, when you've got this
What do you
lady
mean?
stood next to you, all right? I'll tell you that now. At $540,000, who wants to say 550
Well,
for
you can,
me?
if you want,
Sir
you
in
can
the
try
pot
5,000 if you want
once
to.
at 540.
No, pass.
You sure?
Instead of go at 5. Yeah.
So you are waiting
Twice
for
at $540,000.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting. It's not on the market, so you're going to refer it. It'll reopen up in a minute. So I'm not going to bid for
My friend, I can hear you over there. I would hate for you to be left red-faced if you do miss out. You're leaving the window of opportunity ajar for other people to come and bid. At $540,000 there, my friends. Price the call at $540,000. Yes or no?
Okay,
Window
Joe.
opportunity is
Joe,
there for you now, team, to
I
get
will hang
involved.
up with you. I will go
Stranglehold by
inside and
these
talk
two
to the
bidders,
owner,
trying to
and then I'll
break
call
the
you
chain
again.
at 540.
So
Who wants to
the
say
bidding is
550 for me
stopped
here?
at 540.
Still,
Okay?
one of those opportunities that presents great value. Chances are when you settle, you will have made yourselves a bit of money. At $540,000, telephone bid is hesitating now, my friend. That's good for you. That is very good for you at $540,000. But my friends, for anybody that's half interested, it's good for you guys too. But you kind of got to get involved. No one wins by standing on the sidelines of life. You kind of got to step over the white line and get stuck into it. It's the only chance you got to win in anything in this game of life. At $540,000, team, Ashwood, one of the golden spots in the southeastern suburbs of one of the towns that is the envy of the world. We were just saying that earlier on before the auction began. When those immigration borders open, my friends, I can guarantee you everybody is going to want to come to Melbourne. We are literally the envy of the entire world. So you've got to get onto something like this now, because the great thing about properties like this is that if you are looking to buy to live, then you can set it as one of those ones that can act as a stepping stone for you moving forward. If you're looking to downsize, though, it's even better, because lifestyle is absolutely in abundance here. You have got one of the better golf courses kicking across the road there. And I say a driver and a 5-iron, but to be fair, with my game, probably take a couple more shots than that. But for someone that's half decent, you get there quite happily. $540,000. Thank you for your patience, my friend. I do appreciate it. My Bob is seeking instructions, as you can clearly see, at $540,000. We're going to call it for the third time at 540. I will not likely be referring into our vendor, because Bob's doing all the work for us. So you best get involved now, because if you're waiting for me to call a break, chances are I probably will not. At $540,000, I want to see this thing through right the way to the end. At $540,000, who wants to go? I don't know. I might even shorten it just a smidge there. If you ask me nicely, you can go to 545 maybe, if it means that it gets you in the frame. At $540,000, that entry fee of $5K should be a no-brainer for plenty of you now. At $540,000, you've got the owners' corps are very, very reasonable, and you can see that they are doing the right thing. Owners corporations are a good thing, my friends. They are a damn good thing. As long as that owners corporation is doing all that they should. And it's clear when you walk around this apartment block here that they are doing a fine job of maintaining the apartment complex. A fine job at $540,000. So Owners Corp, that is a good thing for you. That is a damn good thing for you. 540K. Okie dokie, no problem. At $540,000, I'm going to shift it along, sir. We're just going to need to move things along just a smidge. You're welcome to do it for me, though. Okay, so the situation, and I hate to put you in this position, but we're just a live negotiation now. Okay, so I'm just going to move things on to 550. You can do that for me, match me, and then I won't be interjecting any further.
Okay, so I'll put you on the speaker.
Interesting decision, but I reckon you'll make the right decision. $540,000. I'm going to move things to 550 if I see no better bid, but I reckon we will. Someone can match me at 550 if you want to, and then you guys take the game. You guys take control. You guys take power. You guys take the position that everybody wants to be in. $540,000 though. I'll still look at a 5K rise if someone wants to genuinely take me there at $540,000. I'm just being completely transparent with my actions. At $540,000, this is why my job is very, very easy, because I just need to tell the truth. That's the great thing about this gig. At $540,000,
So Joe, how about
nowhere
the
to hide, nor
545?
would I want anywhere to hide at $540,000. So take it to 550 or I'm going to have
No,
to do it
actually,
myself.
haven't
I'm going
done.
to give you
Haven't
three
done
last
it
chances,
yet.
my friends.
Still waiting for the
Once.
other buyers.
Twice at $540,000. Power sitting on the floor here. I will regain power myself if I need to. I don't want to. $540,000. Take it to 550, sir. Sure. All right, 550. There we go, and it's on me now. And a vendor bid at $550,000. The reason why we're doing this, though, team, we're not doing this to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. It's that we have intent at a level that is rather healthy. And it's going to be subject to finance, granted, but we don't want that to be the case. We'd much rather that one of you guys steal the show on an unconditional contract. At $550,000, it sits with me now on a vendor bid. It's an interesting move, but it's a move that we can make in a market that is running as rampant as this. At $550,000 sitting with me now on a vendor bid, and I go no further. No more vendor bidding from me. It's the only time I will interject at this point in time. $550,000. Match me or beat me once at 550. It's an interesting dilemma that I put you in, my friends, and not one that is the norm. But when we're in a market like this, our job is to make the most out of each and every property for our vendors. That is our job. And we're just using a bit of strategic thinking based on the fact that we do have to stand after the event on a finance, subject to finance basis. $550,000, my friends, twice. We've got interest on the phone still. He's still muttering away. Interest on the floor here. And if we do end up going into a private sale environment, you'll be going into something of a shark tank. Because a private sale environment is exactly that. It is private. You do not get to see what your competitors are doing. And then what will happen is one of two things. And this I can guarantee. You will miss out or you will overpay. It is about as simple as that. $550,000. One bid over the top of that 550, and you've got the power. It's as straightforward as it gets, team. It's as black and white as it gets. Unless you're Collingwood, in which case you'd rather be any other colour right now. At $550,000 there, team. Just go over the top. Just go over the top. You could go over the top by a cheeky 1K even, maybe, and that will win you the power. My friends, that will be the best move you could potentially ever make at 550 now. If you take the chance to dance in a shark tank, you will get bitten. It's as simple as that, team. Private sale environments are the worst place to be for buyers right now because of the fact that you have got lots of people that can interact and interject in a private sale environment, team. It's as straightforward as that. Just one bid over the top of that.
Just update for you. The other bidder was bidding against you. He's out already.
Wants the chance to go.
Joe, are you there?
That's fine, yeah, and so
Only
third call at $550,000. Gang, we know we've got people that are saying here that they are going to be making an offer after the event if we see no better bid. Someone's saying that to us right here, right now. You can hear it on the phone. at $550,000. They've got at least one offer coming through. So what do you want to do? Do you want to win that right to negotiate at the very least? The power position. Or are you going to just let this thing slide away? I wouldn't do it if I were you. Just for $1,000. Just for $1,000. You're not going to earn that right. It's a power that is worth its weight in gold.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Joe.
You can even match me, team. That is well within your rights of $550,000. Match me if you want. I'm being as open as I can. I cannot be helping you anymore. This is just crazy now. I'm giving away all the trade secrets now. You can match me at $550K. And then potentially this thing could be under your control. At $550,000, gang. Last chance now at $550,000 on me. Chance to go now. Match me or beat me by a cheeky cherry of a K on top. And you're going to get yourselves the right to negotiate at the very least. Worth every single chance. Don't gamble in a market that is rapidly rising, sir. You know it's silly. You're going to end up costing yourself more money. You will. It's going to end up costing yourself way more money than this. I can't say I didn't warn you. All right? You can't say I didn't warn you. Last chance now. Last roll of the dice here, team, at $550,000. All done. Finished. One bid will take away this whole palaver for you. All done. Sonny, are we in or are we out? $550,000. Just do it. 1K bid. And it buys you time. It buys you time. It's a much more valuable commodity than any type of currency you could possibly get your hands on. 550. And the reason why I'm dragging this out is because I don't want you guys to make a mistake here. And that's exactly what we're facing now. A mistake will be made by one of you that is wanting to buy this place. You can go back through the tapes of all of my auctions that are there for everybody to watch, and you'll see it for yourselves, the amount of people that make this mistake of trying to play it cool. It's just happening way too often. And that's why I'm dragging it out, because I'm just hoping and praying that someone does not make that mistake today. All I want to do is help people take the next big step in their lives, and this is why I'm doing it like this, because I just don't want you to miss out. It's a silly, silly move if you wait until afterwards to negotiate. Sonny, yes or no? No? All right, then, team. Cannot say lead one. $550,000. All done, finished, and away. $550K. Oh, my friends. 550K is where we press pause on the sale for the time being. It is not where this thing is going to end, though. I can all but guarantee you that. $550,000. And it looks like this thing is done for now. It isn't the end of the road for this one, though, team. It is just a part of the process. We'll be making sure that we make the most out of this one for our vendors. We can assure you of that. A sold sticker will be on the board within the next 24 hours or so. Without being able to guarantee, we can say 99.99999% that is likely to happen. On behalf of the team at Hardcourts First, you just wait and see what happens with this one. Then you'll understand why we made the move we did. At $550,000, thank you so much for giving us your time and attention. We really appreciate it. $550K. We're going to put this thing to bed and negotiate after the event. $550,000. Thank you so much for your participation. We appreciate it. Make sure you get your pen to paper ASAP, because this thing will sell in the next 24 to 48 hours. All but on behalf of Bob, Tony, Sonny, Emma, and the team, my name's Andy. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next time. All the best. Thank you.